Welcome to the Salle Rugby Senior Day. I want to thank everyone for being here. I want to thank the parents for being here. And we are going to start off with senior Lincoln Ainsworth, accompanied by his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ainsworth. Lincoln has been a 4-year rugby player at De La Salle. He was a 2-year football player, and Lincoln will be playing rugby at Colorado State next year. Congratulations, Lincoln. Next up, we have senior Angelo Collins. Angelo is accompanied by his mom, Linda, and his brother. Angelo has been a 4-year rugby player and a soccer player here at De La Salle. Angelo will be playing next year at St. Mary's College. Congratulations, Angelo. Next up, Nick Castagliola. Nick is a 3-year rugby player, 3-year football player at De La Salle. Nick will either be playing at USD or Penn State next year. Congratulations, Nick. Next up, we have Jonas Ebding. Jonas is accompanied by his entire family, including his brother Zion. Jonas will be attending DVC next year, where we hope he will play at St. Mary's after that. Congratulations, Jonas. Next, we have hailing from England, the Erickson family. Keaton Erickson. Keaton's accompanied by his mom and dad and his brother. Keaton has been a 4-year rugby player. He is our starting 9, and he will be playing at the University of Utah next year. Congratulations, Keaton. Next, we have the big man, Tyler Foley. Tyler is accompanied by his mother and dad. Tyler's a 4-year rugby player, 4-year football player, and we're hoping Tyler's going to play either at West Point or the Air Force Academy next year. Congratulations, Tyler. Next up, we have Greg Jones. Greg has the entire family with him today. Greg is a 2-year rugby player, a 4-year football player, and Greg will either be playing at St. Mary's or the University of Arizona next year. Congratulations, Greg. Next up, we have Dane Carson. Dane is accompanied by his mom. He is a 4-year rugby player at De La Salle. I also just found out he played soccer too. Dane will be going to trade school next year and hopefully continuing his rugby at the men's level. Congratulations, Dane. Next up, Turner Madge. Turner Madge is accompanied by his mom and dad. Turner is a 4-year football player, 4-year rugby player, and Turner will be playing rugby next year at the University of San Diego. Congratulations, Turner. Next up, we have Caden Mangles. Caden is a 3-year rugby player, a 2-year basketball player at De La Salle. He is accompanied by his mom and his grandparents. Caden will be playing at St. Mary's College next year. Congratulations, Caden. Next up, we have Calvin McCall. Calvin is a 4-year rugby player, a 4-year football player. He's accompanied by his mom and dad. Calvin will be playing rugby next year at the University of San Diego or Tennessee. He has not chosen yet. Congratulations, Calvin. Next up, we have Micah Moana-Anu Apella. Micah is accompanied by mom Melinda and dad Tom, as well as their grandparents. Micah will be playing next year at either St. Mary's College or the University of Arizona. Congratulations, Micah. 4-year rugby, 4-year football. Next up, Capelli Eli Pasa. Pasa is accompanied by his father. Capelli Eli is a 3-year rugby player, a 4-year football player, and he will be attending DVC next year with a pathway to Cal Berkeley. Congratulations, Pasa. Next up, we have Benson Porter. Benson's accompanied by his mom and dad. Benson is a four-year rugby player, a four-year football player, and Benson will be following his brother to St. Mary's College next year. Congratulations, Benson. Next up, Jimmy Rainsford. Jimmy's accompanied by his father, Nick, one of our coaches, his mom, Anna, and his grandmother. Jimmy is a four-year football player, four-year rugby player, and Jimmy will either be playing at Cal, USD, or Long Beach State next year. Congratulations, Jimmy. Next up, we have a very small man, Luke Reckenwald. Luke is accompanied by his mom and dad. Luke is a four-year rugby player, two-year football player, and Luke will either be playing next year at the University of San Diego or St. Mary's College. Congratulations, Luke. Next up, we have Allie Riley. Accompanied by his mom, Michelle. Allie is a one-year rugby player, and Allie is currently undecided but has a lot of options. Congratulations, Allie. Next up, Cohen Stockett, accompanied by the entire town of Concord. His mom's in there, brothers, sisters, family members. Cohen is a three-year rugby player, and Cohen will be hopefully attending the Naval Academy next year. Congratulations, Cohen. Next up, we have Lee Wauli. Lee, unfortunately, was injured in the football season, but he would have been a four-year football player, two-year rugby player, and because of Lee's giant brain, he can go almost anywhere he wants, so he's undecided right now. Congratulations, Lee. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's have a great match today. Really appreciate it.
Good afternoon and welcome. Beautiful day in Concord at Owen Owens Field as the De La Salle Spartans go up against St. Ignatius in this Saturday afternoon rugby battle. Pleased to have you with us. I am Pat O'Rourke. My partner is DJ Vieira as the Spartans and Wildcats go at it today, and it's great to see these two athletic programs, maybe the two most storied athletic programs in all of the Bay Area, Northern California, De La Salle and St. Ignatius, and it's great to see St. Ignatius rugby in action. School was founded in 1855, rugby started in 1893, but then it faded around World War I, and now this is the third full season in the modern era for the SI rugby program as they come back strong, and they already in their first two seasons have 16 alumni from their program playing at the collegiate level. And the Spartans, it's good to see this matchup, this storied matchup, two storied programs taking place today, DJ.
Yeah, they are a new program and they're on the rise, but they also have strong ties to the Golden Gate Club, which is a long tenured club in San Francisco with their home field on Treasure Island. And they have strong youth programs. So some of them have played for years. I do know they're trying to sort of incorporate rugby with their football team, which has also had some success in the recent past. So we'll see. It should be a decent test. It's senior day, so our starting lineup will be a little different. To be honest, a few of our senior days have been a little rocky to start, so hopefully this year they're going to come out fiery.
And you mentioned the football program. They won a Division III state championship in football this year, and 19 of their players on this current rugby team are from that football team that won that state title this past fall.
Yeah. While rugby might be sort of the closest beyond America to football, it is an aerobic sport, whereas football is anaerobic. So it is a bit of a shift, and we'll see if their fitness is up to the test.
All right, we'll bring it back for the start of this matchup. After this, you're watching on De La Salle TV.
You are ready for football season, but is your roof? Apollo Roofing Company is the Bay Area's best certified roofing company. Apollo Roofing Company specializes in roof installation, replacement, and repair. Call the team at Apollo Roofing Company and mention De La Salle High School at the time of booking to receive a special offer on your next roofing project.
My name is Luke Freeman, and we are the GMC truck supplier for DLS Athletics. And I graduated in 2018 from De La Salle, where I played football and rugby. Best victory was probably against St. John's. It was the first game of my senior season, and we came back after a big deficit in the first half and won the game. It doesn't get much better than that feeling to come from behind and end up taking over and winning the game. It's pretty good. It's definitely helped me to get where I wanted to be going to Cal, and definitely helped me with my career and just knowing what you're passionate about, and whatever you're passionate about you can succeed in.
My name's Darren Anderson, and I'm one of the owners of Lemurs GMC. We have been in the community for going on 95 years now. We're one of the oldest businesses in Concord as well as the Bay Area. I am a De La Salle graduate from 1989, and I have two sons that are there today. We're very proud to be involved in the De La Salle community, and we want to extend an offer to all De La Salle community members to consider Lemurs when they're either buying a new or used car or having service on their GM vehicle.
Welcome back to Owen Owens Field along with DJ Vieira. I am Pat O'Rourke. St. Ignatius about to get this one started. You see them in their red, white, and blue striped shirts, and the Spartans, of course, in their uniforms with the white shorts, the gray jerseys with the white and green lining on the sleeves and sides. And we'll get underway here in just a moment.
Got a couple senior starters, maybe who don't always start. Benson Porter being one, Angelo Collins being another. Also some injuries. Aiden Falal, a junior, getting a start today for the Spartans.
Looks like Oliver Firth, a junior for SI, will be kicking to start. And Firth gets us underway.
Sione receives, kicks it immediately back. Oh, Jimmy almost has one. Knocked on.
Jimmy Rainsford, if he was able to catch that cleanly, would have been off to the races.
Jimmy's the captain this year, longtime rugby player, youth rugby player. His brother plays at Cal. He was a De La Salle standout.
Our ref today is Artie Farhindus. You see him in the blue and yellow.
I was reading his bio. He learned the game in Canada after immigrating from Iran.
Yeah, from Iran to Vancouver.
SI has the ball cleanly from their scrum, get it to their backs, break through the line. Missed tackle by Nick there. Great tackle there by the De La Salle defense, led by Jimmy Rainsford. Counter ruck there by Costagliola. But maybe he was off his feet. Yep. So rucking, as I've said before, is closest to blocking from football, but you have to stay on your feet. If you fall over, they can call you for diving over. It's a safety thing. Kick it, it's gonna stay in. Samisi has it, feeds it to his brother. Sione takes it up the center. Still on his feet, ref gets knocked down.
Yeah, he's up on all right, thank goodness.
Madge's first touch, doesn't have much there, but gets it back cleanly. Keenan feeds the forwards. Angelo almost breaks one. Get the ball to Samisi, clearing kick. Charged on successfully by SI. Capellielli doesn't quite get it. Looks like maybe Madge. And push to touch.
And the referee, again, go back to Farhan Dust, our referee. 23 years in the sport, participating in clubs across Washington, Oregon, and California. Became a referee in 2015. And it's been reffed at all levels across Canada, Hawaii, and all over the U.S.
So SI tackled the Spartans into touch. That's what we call the sideline. It'll be their line out. There are strict rules about how many guys you have in the line out, and then you can have one player, traditionally the scrum half. Looks like it's their 8-man who's just a few yards off. They're going for a maul. Spinning it off to the side. Ball's out. Good defense by the Spartans. Come back the other way. Again, great tackle. Looks like Jimmy, and he's poaching it. Ball bounces free. SI retains. Spartans are pushing them back. Looks like a knock-on. They're playing advantage. It'll be Spartan scrum. Spartan scrum. They may run a few phases. Generally, you're looking to kick here at some point.
Just underway in this one.
Sione feeds it to Madge. Tough little run. Good defense by SI. Calvin McCall having a run on the left side. Spartans making progress. Caden Mangles drives forward. Clearing ruck by Luke Rechtenwald, our captain. Benson Porter breaking tackles. Oh, and the ball's stolen. Jimmy has the tackle. Attempted poach by Pasa. SI on offense. Spartans are charging hard on defense. They got to clean up their offense. Ball's on the edge. Greg Jones, among others, on the tackle. Counter ruck, some kind of penalty. captain. So I'm assuming that he's calling offsides. You have to come right over the tackle, right over the ball. If you're from an angle, that's offsides. Or maybe that the guy was diving. Looked like maybe he's warning about talking to the ref. Captains are the only ones allowed to speak. Kick to touch, line out at about the 15.
Nice kick from Ryan Neeson. You're listening to DJ Vieira. I'm Pat O'Rourke. DJ's the head JV coach here at De La Salle, and the Spartans won the JV matchup today, 35-14 over SI.
Thanks for the plug, Pat. Another maul attempt by SI, making a lot of progress. Spartans are playing a little high on defense. You got to stay low. They've got it on the left side. Sione coming in from the backs to help. Looks like they may have touched it down.
SI thinking they had a try.
Something wasn't clean enough. So if your defense gets under the attempt to touch it down, that would not count. If he, of course, knocks it on, loses it forward.
Spartans come into this one 4-1. Winners over San Joaquin Memorial, Fresno All-Stars, Rio Americano, and most recently over Cathedral Catholic. The one loss, a 41-31 decision to another West Catholic League school, St. Francis. That was played in Mountain View.
Tough battle. They're our best competition over the last several years. Also have a lot of club players, a strong program, at least at the varsity level. Great tackle there. Looked like Lincoln Ainsworth feeding their forwards. They are really feeding it to their forwards here. Poached. Angelo Collins quick with the hands. Great. Feeds it to Greg Jones. Greg Jones needs to stay off the sideline. Does successfully. Ball's out. Lincoln feeding it to Sione with a great clearing kick. Because that was not a penalty, that'll be SI's ball. But because we were inside of our own 22, it's their ball where it went out. If you were in the middle of the field and kicked it directly out, it would be their ball from where you kicked it from.
Okay. This buys the Spartans a little bit extra space here.
Strategic defensive play there.
Again, St. Ignatius in the third full season of their resurrection of this program, which started way back in 1893 and then was faded around to World War I.
1893, Pat.
Yeah, oh, sorry, yeah, 1893.
Attempted poach, they protected successfully. Spartans might have been offsides there, I get a little lucky. You have to be behind every part of their body in the ruck, and the ball has to be lifted from the ground before you can charge on the defense. Tough D on the edge. Sloppy passing, but SI retains. Little chip kick right to Samisi. He's going to take it on the edge. Great countering opportunity. This guy's Buddy Pasa right over him, as well as Jimmy Rainsford and Nick Kostak. So they're saying Pasa was a little aggressive beyond the ruck, driving a man back. That is a very rare call. Nice penalty kick. They'll have a line out around, looks like the 45.
Again, senior Ryan Neeson on that kick for SI. Out of course, San Francisco. Sunset District. Coaching staff, Jack Casey, Kevin O'Connor, Kevin Sullivan, Kevin Coleman, all alumni at St. Ignatius.
Spartans don't attempt to challenge that line out very much. They do come up hard on defense and are pushing back against SI. Rugby's a game of possession. You don't mind losing yards as long as you retain the ball. You're looking for that gap in the defense. But it's nice as a defense when you're making progress, pushing them backwards. Spartans are spread out defensively, ready to attack. On the attack, SI's getting it to the edge. Madge misses the one-on-one tackle. Pasa and Caden Mangle's there to clean up. Calvin and Jimmy miss a big opportunity. Ainsworth cleans it up for them. They have a lot of near knock-ons at side. They're just barely making these catches. Capellielli's making a lot of tackles here on the wing. You don't really want your wings making too many tackles.
Is this, to this point, kind of in line with these starts that Spartans have had on senior days?
Could be. You know, there's no one's playing out of position, but different mishmash of players. So the SI offensive ruck came from an angle there, so that's an offsides penalty. Samisi kicks it out, gets us 10 or 15 yards. Looks like maybe our first phase of play on the offensive half. 12 minutes into the game here. Throw goes long. Jimmy Rainsford makes the catch. Still on his feet. Takes multiple men to take him down. Rucked by Ainsworth and Collins. Scrum half has it out to the next pot of forwards. Reverses field, back to the forwards. Junior Broderick stuck. Big Luke has a run. Always takes a pile to bring him down. That was Samisi with a nice run, has a late offload. Madge gets the try.
So the Spartans get on the board. You see, once it goes to Samisi Manoa, a junior here on senior day. Nice move.
The Minoan twins are such offensive weapons. Of course, they're great defenders as well. Replacing them after next year's season will be a huge task.
Yeah, I bet. You see, they also do the conversions after the tries.
This is twin brother Sione. From the edge. Easily converted.
Yes, what a tough angle for Sione Manoa. And he makes it 7-0 Spartans. About 13 minutes in.
And about 1 minute of offense. At least on their half.
Senior day here at De La Salle. Plenty of seniors being honored today. We got Luke Rechtenwald, Benson Porter, Caden Manigault, Lincoln Ainsworth, Jimmy Rainsford, Calvin McCall, Keaton Erickson, Peli Pasa, Nick Castiolia. Turner Madge, Greg Jones, as well as Micah Moana Nuapella, Jonas Ebding, and Ali Riley.
I think we got to get your printout fixed. I think it's Castoglio. He's going to be mad at me. This is the second time I'm messing up his name. Breakaway from Sione. Looking for the offload, doesn't need it. Finally get taken down.
Oh, whoa.
Madge comes on, and he's going to get a penalty for leaving his feet. Oh.
Wow.
There's a basic skill in rugby of following the guy who has the great run, and somehow we don't always get it. In the second half of that Cathedral game, we really did support each other, and we had some amazing long tries. But right there, I love Sione. He's not the fastest guy on our team. Somebody needs to be there faster. He's such a great passer, he'll get it off, but we just don't link together right there. That is poor play.
Is it not enough space?
It's hard to diagnose. I would say it's not a realization fast enough. This guy's breaking free.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mental, that extra half second, and now you're 15 yards behind instead of 5. Mike is going to get the steal. Great hands. Alert play. Just came into the game. Sione, oh, is intercepted. Great play by their wing, Shane DeBrunner, a young sophomore.
So Shane DeBrunner, the sophomore, gets SI on the board with his try and makes it a 2-point game depending on the conversion.
Well executed. A little risky defensive play. You're leaving a hole in your line when you go for that, but very well executed.
"62 players on the roster between varsity and JV at SI, 26 of whom were brand new at rugby to start the year. Shane DeBruner, sophomore, to score there, and now it's up to Ryan Neeson to try to tie us up at 7.
Shane touched it down dead center. I would be shocked if Ryan has any trouble with the conversion. Tie game.
Yep, easy approach and score on the conversion for Neeson. And we're even at 7, not quite halfway through this first half on Senior Day at De La Salle at Owen Owens Field. Been a cold week in Concord, but a beautiful day on this Saturday. Reminder, the Spartan soccer team is in action tonight in North Coast section, the first year of the Open Division in soccer in the NCS, and they play Clayton Valley in the semifinals at Clayton Valley tonight. So Spartan fans, you can make it out there tonight. That starts at 7 o'clock in Clayton.
Good luck to Coach D. Brown and the Spartans.
Absolutely. Collision.
Great play in the air by Capelli Pasa. Finally brought down by Calvin McCall. Next phase to Luke Reckenwald. Keaton has out to the backs. The Nolan twins. Sione takes it to the ground. We have transfer freshman Siumisi Afu first seeing time today. So the Spartans knocked it on, but SI had the ball. The ref allows them to play on. We call that advantage. He holds a hand out to the side. If you recognize that, you want to play a little risky offense because you're going to get the call if you don't succeed.
Seven score. The tries in this one, Turner Madge for De La Salle and Shane DeBruner for SI.
Almost a dead center scrum. Austin Tuckman, their scrum half, placing it in. They've split their backs. Ball's out to the 9. Gets it to the 10. Neeson having a busy day. Spartans tackle him on the edge. Defensive line's ready. Go a pod to their forwards. Gain a yard or 2. Not releasing the ball, so we're attempting to poach it. The guy's holding it on too long. You have 1 second to make one strong move, but if the defense gets their hands on the ball, you've got to release it or set it back. That's generally the fault of your supporting teammates that should be rucking.
Kick sent into the stands and onto the bush.
Better than
behind.
on Treat Boulevard.
Yes. And I have to think that enters the mindset for maybe some of our players when they kick it that way. It's like you want to make sure you kick it where you want to go, but you don't want to not kick it hard enough either.
We generally hear a cheer when it gets out on the street, so I think the boys don't mind the extra ball costs. Spartans trying to maul offensively. SI's had some success with this. Micah spinning off to the right. Gains a few, successfully rucked by the teammates. Samisi has the ball to the backs. Doesn't pass it, takes it to ground. Madge with the ruck. Keaton feeding back left. Mangles gonna get a big tackle there. Successfully protected. Back to the right. Kostag with a strong run. Still going down to the 12. Keaton, quick ball. Ben Glover. Oh, another steal. It's the same winger.
Yes, DeBruner.
Madge has the speed. Takes him down. That should be a poach. Calvin's there. It's going to be a penalty for not releasing. Lucky play for the Spartans there. Attempted offload by forward. I think that was Ben Glover. Great steal by DeBruner. I'm guessing he's played a little youth rugby.
Yeah.
I don't know why he keeps looking back. He needs to just sprint. That's some of the De La Salle strength and conditioning program for football that Madge is displaying there.
Madge tracking him down to make sure this stays a 7-7 game.
So Madge makes the tackle. Calvin's quick to do the poach. Their player doesn't release. Our penalty, kick to touch, and now Micah to throw in for the line out. Overthrow. Not quite successfully grabbed. I think he's going to play our knock on their scrum. Nope. They knocked it on first. Nope. Yes. SI knock on, Spartan knock on. Play the first one. We'll get the scrum.
Spartans ranked 14th in the country, playing a very difficult part of their schedule. Most recent matches against Rio Americano, St. Francis, and Cathedral Catholic.
Cathedral Catholic was highly ranked. Unfortunately, Jesuit beat them just before us, so maybe took some of the luster off of our win.
And this tough string is going to continue with the game at Jesuit next week.
Yeah, Jesuit is a historic powerhouse, but they have waned a little of late, and we have waxed. I don't believe the varsity has lost to them in my 5 years here. They stole one from our JV a few years ago, but that's it. This is a half penalty, some kind of technique failure in the scrum. You have the same options of a full penalty, but if you kick it out of bounds, it will be the other team's ball rather than your own. So generally they'll choose to tap and go, feed it to a forward pack or out to the back line. Neeson controlling, making the choice. Doesn't seem very sure. Tap and go. Oh. Ref's unhappy. People are talking too much. Calling for his captains. Now he's giving them a full penalty.
Neeson again.
So yeah, I believe he's awarding a full penalty for somebody talking too much. Greg Jones tries a tough play. If you are out of bounds but don't contact the ball until you're in the air and you can bat it into play or land into play, it's a live ball. Didn't quite get that done.
If you just join us, Spartans scored first on a try by Turner Madge. SI answered by sophomore Shane DeBruner.
Shane almost had a second 60-meter try. SI's on the march here, inside the 20, about the 15, feeding it forwards, pod to the left. Good tackle from Micah and Jimmy.
It's Jacob Bagley with it for SI.
The 9 is exposed. Broderick could have had a big play. Calvin McCall kicks it free, chasing it down. He's going to kick it again. Oh, scoops it one-handed. Freshman Meech Afu. Quick little phase. Keaton's now has it. Calvin's hungry for more. He's had a very good year this year. Luke Rechterwald, no one stopping him on the edge. Ooh, an offload to Ben Glover, another offload. Greg Jones. Not much gain there. Oh, sloppy ball. SI steals it. Diving over by one player, allowing their big prop to come in with the steal. I believe that was Sebastian Connolly that got the steal that was negated.
And of course, Manoa kicks it out And I'm pretty sure, I mean, just by knowing how good of a kicker he is, he was probably trying to hit that live pole, and he did exactly that.
Very likely.
Along with DJ Vieira, Pat O'Rourke with you. De La Salle and St. Ignatius on this Saturday afternoon playing rugby against one another.
I hope Coach Holmberg doesn't think I jinxed us by saying we might come out slow on senior day.
Well, you didn't do it the last few senior days, so it's not you.
That's true. SI's been playing well, though. I mean, they've taken advantage of our mistakes, like this line out right here. And we just haven't been in their half for more than 2 minutes of the game. Sloppy pass, bounces right into the hands of their big center. Nice offload to the wing. Another nice offload. Tackled out of bounds.
Jake Decker had it for a moment there for SI.
Yeah, Decker and Elijah Harris had a nice little give and go, but ultimately Spartans dragged him out. It'll be our line out into the 18. Traditionally, Spartans like to do a maul here. They go up, catch it, bring it down. The whole pack comes together, attempts to drive it in. SI has done a lot of mauling today. Had some success, but no tries. Another overthrow. Their biggest back here. Not sure if that's Jake Decker.
Might have been, I think it was Elijah Farah.
Yeah, Elijah Farah. Play the knock on. Jackson DiMolanta making an appearance at wing. Angelo Collins coming back in for Glover. Dane Carson, first appearance. Calvin McCall made a great one-handed scoop after his kick. I think if he kicks it again, he outsprints everybody and has a chance at a try. I think our ref is very technical and is expecting very good technique in all his scrums and lineouts. Slows the game just a little bit, though.
Definitely some lecturing going on down there.
He's certainly a knowledgeable and high-level ref. We got Samisi back in case they attempt a defensive kick. Running into Farah. Runs over Madge, but Madge, negative tackle is actually successful in rugby. It's harder for them to protectively ruck when the guy falls further from his teammates. Despite the oohs and ahs when you go down hard.
So Spartans have had some issues here with the lineouts.
Yeah. Slight breeze today. I don't know, maybe that's having an effect. Throwing at the back now, still lost it. Angelo's fighting for it, scoops it up, feeds it to Samisi, gives it to Caden. He's got room to run. Caden's the next basketball player. Nice offload to Madge. We're just 2 yards short. Nick, looks like Kostag picked it up and scores it. Beautiful, smart play by Nick.
Nick Costagliola gets the try, and the Spartans go back in front. Now Noah will try to make it a 7-point lead again. Here's the try. Madge goes down initially.
So that was some better linking there where we had Samisi to Mangles to Madge. Madge gets it down and Nick makes a heads-up play that we're only 2 yards away. If I just grab it and dive, I'm gonna get across.
So here's Manoa. And Sione makes it a 7-point Spartan lead again. Sione and Samisi Manoa, terrific twins on this Spartan rugby team. Comes in 14th in the country. Spartans wins against number 7 ranked Rio Americano, and then we talked about the Cathedral win. They're ranked 16th in the country. The Spartans one loss to 11th ranked St. Francis.
Give a quick shout out to one of my favorites, Angelo Collins. That was another messy line out. Balls bouncing around. He scooped it up, got it to his backs, allowed that multiple phases to finish with a try.
So Angelo Collins got that started, and Spartans have a lead here before halftime. Still have some time until we get to intermission.
Spartans doing a lot of subbing. We got Benson Porter back in. We got Ainsworth back in.
Ainsworth headed to play at Colorado State. Porter's going to St. Mary's.
Jimmy's getting a lot of extra mileage, hustling over the ref for instructions.
Again, Oliver Firth doing the kicking for SI.
Deep sideline kick. Sione is there. Ofu's in support. Clean ruck. Get it to the forwards. Nice minus ball from Mangles to Luke. Luke's on the run. Come on, big boy. Rolling past the 50. Another minus ball. Mangles feeds it to Ainsworth. Positive run. We're going to have the backs here on the right side. Great chip through. Catching it on the run. Jimmy steals it from Pasa, his teammate. Dane will take it to the house.
Well done there by the Spartans. They make it 19-7 with their third try this first half.
To me, it looked like Pasa was hesitating. Do I take it? Do I let my friend? Right when he reached for it, Jimmy said, nope, I'm taking this.
You see Pasa lets him have it there.
Yep. Excellent little grubber kick. I think that was Samisi.
Who was that on the try?
Dane Carson.
Dane Carson. Okay.
Dane was a former soccer player, never even heard of rugby, and I can't remember the circumstances, but I brought him out for JV as a freshman, and he fell in love with it, and he is probably has the deepest boot. I won't say the best, because obviously the twins are pretty magical.
Sione already 2 for 2, and this is an easy one for him.
I believe that was Samisi. They switch it up. Personally, I've never known any twins I could tell apart, but Sione's got his knee wrapped, I think, so.
So Spartans now with a 14-point lead as we get closer to halftime.
I almost said after the second try, God, there's just enough time for one more. With 1 minute left, we'd love to get maybe just a field goal. The wonderful thing about rugby is you get the ball back after scoring, so you really can control momentum.
And the clock you see on your screen going to 0 doesn't mean the halftime is coming right at that point.
Yeah, injury time, that's all up to the ref. So even if he wasn't playing injury time, if the ball is live, they'll at least play until the phase has ended. Going for a short kick. They can receive this themselves. Jimmy or Nick goes up in the air, taps it back securely. Keaton gets it to Sione. Sione with a strong run. Fakes the offload, keeps it going. Another 10 yards. Now he's got to put it back. Successfully does. He's calling not releasing. Just too slow there. Or offsides. The protective ruck teammates came in from the angle. Neeson will attempt another kick to touch.
Heads up in the stands to the left of us.
Almost hit us in the window. So yeah, this will probably be the final phase here. So whether we steal it or they get it successfully from their line out, he'll allow this phase to completion.
Line out started by David Mannion, a junior for SI.
Captain Rainsford predicts their play. Collins lifts him and he steals it. Nick feeds Dane, knock on. So we are playing a few minutes of penalty time, I guess. Ref checks his watch. That was great line out defense. Unfortunate there as the ball made itself out to the backs. Big Farah is on the weak side with, I don't think that's De Bruyne anymore, maybe. Most of their backs are aligned left.
Official Artie Farhandus will let us know when it's halftime.
Usually he's telling the captains how much time is left or if this is the final phase. So you might see if the Spartans had a steal, they might just kick it out if they know the time is over. SI securely, almost securely has the ball. Feeds their pod, little plus ball. Luke has a steal potential, not releasing. Stole it anyway. He's rumbling against their fullback. Oh, and he just gets him by the legs. Great tackle by Oliver Firth. Now, if he doesn't hold the man down, you are allowed to get up and run again. I think Luke thought that he could. The ref saying it was a true tackle, and Luke needed to either pass it or post the ball back to his teammates, and that is half.
And that one will go towards Treat Boulevard on that final kick of the half. Spartans up 21-7 at the break. We'll take a timeout and bring it back after this right here on De La Salle TV.
Trust the funeral directors at Diablo Valley Funeral Home to help you celebrate your loved one's life. Our staff can plan a variety of services and will assist your family no matter your budget, culture, or religion. We serve Concord and the surrounding area with compassion, dignity, and respect, providing full funeral services, cremation, pre-planning, live streaming, digital arrangements, domestic and international shipping. Diablo Valley Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1949. Proud sponsor of De La Salle High School. Rubino Counseling Services is proud to be celebrating 25 years of treating the mental health needs of teenagers, families, and trauma victims, including first responders in our community. Rubino Counseling Services is owned and operated by De La Salle alumnus Dr. Michael Rubino and Carondelet alumni Erica and Jessica Valley. We want to thank De La Salle for their continued support, and we look forward to working with you for years to come. Remember, call Rubino Counseling Services for any mental health needs at 925-827-9876. Special rates are available for De La Salle and Carondelet families.
At BMW Concord, we want to exceed your expectations in every way possible. From our newly reimagined showroom, customer lounge, and service drive to our amazing selection of new BMWs. This is next level luxury. Choose from an exceptional lineup of new BMW electrics, the i4, iX, i5, and i7. Our stunning SUVs like the X1, X3, X5, and X7. Or our performance BMW M car lineup. More than that, BMW Concord is proud to be a good neighbor in the community and a strong supporter of the De La Salle High School athletic program.
Is your home too hot or too cold? Call Carlos Insulation Incorporated. We specialize in fast, affordable insulation that keeps you comfortable year-round.
Call 925-207-9469 or visit carlosinsulation.com. Comfort starts here. California license number 1013211.
There's a lifetime of beautiful outdoor living waiting for you at Dolan's. It's fiber-on decking for easy, carefree living. Why choose this durable composite? There's an amazing choice of colors. The rich look of multi-chromatic exotic hardwood. It resists splintering, rotting, and cracking with really low maintenance. See the colors and learn more at dolanlumber.com. See the real fiber-on at Dolan's Home Improvement Centers.
Mello's Italian Table offers a lively and friendly atmosphere from its prime location at 1360 Locust Street in the heart of Walnut Creek. We invite you to enjoy our full bar and an exciting menu of delicious pizzas, pastas, salads, and more. While you're here, be sure to try our local favorites like the Luca Pizza and the spicy vodka rigatoni. Join us for an unforgettable dining experience that will keep you coming back for more. SPM Properties Incorporated, based in Walnut Creek, California, has managed commercial and residential properties in the Bay Area for 30 years. SPM Properties Incorporated offers diverse real estate services, meeting the needs of Contra Costa, Alameda, and Solano counties. Check out their website for available rentals at spmproperties.com.
Trust the funeral directors at Diablo Valley Funeral Home to help you celebrate your loved one's life. Our staff can plan a variety of services and will assist your family no matter your budget, culture, or religion. We serve Concord and the surrounding area with compassion, dignity, and respect, providing full funeral services, cremation, pre-planning, live streaming, digital arrangements, domestic and international shipping. Diablo Valley Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1949. Proud sponsor of De La Salle High School.
One thing I'm most proud of is the diversity of perspectives that we bring to our clients. And when we talk about how we design these buildings and how they're going to serve that community, we really value having those different perspectives.
Mello's Italian Table offers a lively and friendly atmosphere from its prime location at 1360 Locust Street in the heart of Walnut Creek. We invite you to enjoy our full bar and an exciting menu of delicious pizzas, pastas, salads, and more. While you're here, be sure to try our local favorites like the Luca Pizza and the spicy vodka rigatoni. Join us for an unforgettable dining experience that will keep you coming back for more.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
Mortgage solutions designed for the Bay Area and beyond. NewFi is a national mortgage lender owned and operated by a DLS alumnus. Learn more by visiting us at newfi.com today. Go Spartans!
The business world moves fast. Armanino equips you to embrace change with confidence and agility. propelling you forward with 360-degree business insights and technology to crush the status quo. Armanino, possible redefined.
Plumbing, HVAC, even electrical. At Bell Brothers, we've got you covered. For over 30 years, we've been helping the greater Sacramento and East Bay communities. Our licensed techs show up on time, give upfront pricing, and fix it right the first time. 5-star reviews, Diamond certified, and voted best of Sacramento. Bell Brothers.
Team's not out yet, so you might have.
Welcome back here on De La Salle TV at Owen Owens Field. We're at halftime. De La Salle leading St. Ignatius, as you see on the screen, by a score of 21-7. Spartans got things started as Turner Madge scored the first try. Sione Manoa with the conversion to make it 7-0, and then Shane DeBruner had a nice takeaway and score for SI, and the kick by Ryan Neeson made it 7-7 after DeBruner's try. And then Nick Costagliola got the second try of the game that put the Spartans in front at 12-7. Sione Manoa again made it 14-7 on the conversion, and then another try, Dane Carson for Spartans, and Samisi Manoa got the conversion after that try. So that's the recap of the first half. Spartans in front 21-7, along with DJ Vieira. I am Pat O'Rourke, and we're ready to begin the second half.
The third try, Pat, was really great team play. A kick from a Manoan twin, and then Jimmy and Pasa there to grab it and feed it into Dane. Then we had those 2 long runs by Luke, and nobody's with him. And Luke plays prop. That's probably one of the slowest positions. Not that he is particularly slow, but some of our speedy guys need to be there. So we'll see. Great poach attempt by Nick Stagliola.
So you're
got it.
Hoping for a little more teamwork here in the second half?
And that's one of our growing, our areas of growth. We have great individual efforts. On the run, unstructured play, being in support. When we have it, it's pretty magical. When we don't, we're much more mundane.
Artie Farhandus, again, giving instructions, the head referee.
It looked like a clean poach to me somehow, and usually that would result in a penalty either way. Somehow it must have been a knock-on, and it's their ball. I didn't see it. From the 9 to their centers. Big Farah goes down, puts the ball back successfully. Big tackle from the Spartans. Calling a knock-on. This is a big strategic opportunity. So we have a scrum right in the center of the field. We could go right, we could go left, we could get it to the backs, we could have the forwards pick it up and go. A lot of options for the coaches. Looks like we're lining up most of our backs to the left. This could be a Rainsford pick to the right. Sione could flood right with his brother, and him, the 3 of them, Pasa could go.
You don't see them on the screen now, but those guys that DJ's mentioned off the screen here.
Clean scrum, Keaton going right, out to Samisi. Got a guy on each side of him. Another clean ruck, Keaton to Luke Rechtenwald. They just cannot tackle Luke. He's gonna get it. Takes it in himself. No need for support that time.
Luke Rechtenwald, like a wrecking ball, taking it in for the try for the Spartans to make it 27-7, or 26-7.
I will admit to calling him that on campus at times.
Here's the replay. You can see Rechtenwald.
He still could run lower. He's a great big athlete. Get a little forward lean, but none of these guys are big enough. He is one of the most stronger guys on campus, football team included.
Clearly not just upper body either, Luke. He's got those gigantic legs.
You should see him squat or deadlift. It's impressive.
I bet.
Another easy conversion. Sione this time.
So Sione 3 for 3 on his conversions, and the Spartans have a 28-7 lead, 21 unanswered here.
Maybe we can do a reverse jinx. So this is the start we wanted to have in the first half. Minutes in, the dominant try from Luke, our captain. Ball's coming right back to us. So this is a high-level return that you see this in the pros where you're lifting a guy. You can't be hit while you're in the air. So kicks it just over the lift attempt. That's all right. Sione's got it. Nice right through. Where's the support? Keaton's on his right. So is Calvin. Nick's on his left. So is Greg. Greg's going to go to the house.
Greg Jones.
Great attempt by Neeson. Almost caught him. Greg Jones played JV as a freshman, and then he did track because he was focusing on football. Every day at practice, I'd tease him when he'd come back. He came back as a senior. He's having a great year. An attempted quick kick. I
guess that didn't count?
It certainly should have. Did not see. You're allowed to kick it at any time, but yeah, they didn't line up, so I don't know. Maybe he didn't touch it properly. Hopefully we get an explanation. So we kick it deep. Here's their fullback, Firth, spins it wide. Big tackle by Madge. Collins slings down another runner. Ball stolen, but he's calling a penalty.
Austin Tuckman for SI was at the bottom of the pile there.
Perhaps the sling down tackle was considered dirty. I'm hearing a discussion between Greg and the touch judge. Ed, what's the call on that try, Ed? Whatever the discussion, Greg still doesn't know why he didn't get it. I'm hearing some things that maybe he didn't touch it down. It looked like he did to me.
There's some talk in the end zone back there where he thought he scored that try.
That's our coach, Ryan. He's the best ref on our squad. Maybe not as world-renowned as Artie is here today, but definitely knowledgeable. Another maul. Still going to ground. SI protects. Spartans are charging on to D. Neeson out to his backs. Jake Decker with a nice little run. Tuckman feeds another forward pod. Bit of a high pass, but they corral it. Back to a kick from Neeson. That's going straight out, and that will be our ball from where he kicked it from. Unfortunate for him. That's an offensive attempt if he has a guy chasing, but he kicked it well in front, and it definitely went out on the fly.
Both these programs well represented by players from their respective football teams, and we even have some, I see a lot of De La Salle football players that don't play rugby here watching this game today on this senior day for the Spartans. See Maya Talona, Zion Cadet, and among others on the sideline watching their teammates from football play rugby.
Stolen by St. Ignatius. We're getting advantage from a knock-on from them, and as they steal it quickly, it'll be our scrum. In professional rugby, you've got the cameras, your touch judges are a little more active. I think Neeson kicked it more from like the 44, but they ended up giving it to us at the 50. It's not a huge difference, but. So the defense has to be 5 yards behind the back of their 8-man. So SI's flat right there. We have a little depth and a little spacing. Twin to twin. Dane's in space. He's got Greg, gives it to him early. Greg breaks the tackle, still on his feet. Gonna call shepherding. Oh, that's unfortunate. So you can't block. If you even run behind your guy, it's as if he was blocking, and that's then a penalty.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. The ball needs to stay in front. No man in front of the ball. Another scoring opportunity missed. Not the best kick, only gets them maybe 8 yards. They're going to say at the 35. Spartans are defending the line out. See if Jimmy can coach his guys into a steal here.
This was a 7-7 game. Spartans have scored 21 answered. They've got the only try thus far in this second half. We've played almost 9 minutes.
Micah attempts a steal. They're going to call that a knock-on. So as soon as it's corralled. All right.
Spartans with tries today from Turner Madge, Nick Costagliola, Dane Carson, as well as Luke Rechtenwald.
Another scrum here. We're defending. Young freshman Meach playing some wing. He's usually playing center. But it looks like they're going to go to the wide side of the field. Great drive by the Spartan pack. SI successfully gets it to their back line. Nice tackle from Sione. That could have been obstruction. He didn't call it. Great poach attempt there. Nick is really on that today. They reverse fields again. Sloppy ball, but they got it in hand. Pick and go by Big Farah. But not enough support. Might get... Nope, they keep it in hand. Solid tackle by Calvin. Gonna call offsides. Yep. So the 9's going to pick it, but he doesn't get it up as fast, and you're timing, you're sprinting on, and you're offsides. The ball's got to be lifted out from the ruck and the tackle. SI line out at the 50.
St. Ignatius, as DJ mentioned before, they have strong ties with the San Francisco Golden Gate Rugby Club that the Spartans are familiar with. All the coaches at SI have played at SF Golden Gate at various points in their careers.
So we used to play a single school season, which would wrap up in a week or two, and then we play a whole club season where we might see a team like Golden Gate or Danville Oaks. This is the first year we are not doing the 2 full seasons.
Okay, because yes, I remember watching the championship a year or two ago at St. Mary's.
It was just slightly too long of a season to play both of those. Ball's out. Great maul from SI. Wildcats are on the move here. Samisi, awkward bounce, makes the tackle. SI retains. Another phase. Farah picks it up and goes. Keaton with the nice tackle. Scrum halves don't do a lot of tackling. Well done against their big center. Another phase for SI. Big prop David Mannion has a go. Spartan D's looking a little tired. Luke makes a tackle almost from his knee. SI's looking a little tired as well. I don't think they've had quite as many subs as we have. Jimmy with the counter ruck. A lock feeds the ball to the prop.
Mannion again.
Mannion places it back. Seems like their 9 is not servicing as many rucks as he ought to. Other guys are having to do the job. Penalty. So another decision. They have an easy kick for points. They'd only get 3. They'd love to get a try right here, so they're going to choose line out. They're going to kick it. Goes out about the 9. They've had success with the maul, so that's probably what they're going for here. Spartan pack's going to have tough D, but then the backs have to be alert for when they spin it out. Ben Glover coming in, going to sub out Angelo Collins. Now, Artie's saying you can't sub there. Maybe because the ball has been handed to their hooker. Makes some kind of explanation to Holmberg, who is holding his tongue this game. There's the maul. Well caught, spinning to the weak side. The ball's not moving much though. Decent defense from the Spartans. Get it to the back lines. Spartans are charging on. Sione with the grab. He's got Dane on his side. Dane's slightly faster. Oh, and he's giving the Madge. Maybe the fastest on the team.
Nobody's going to catch Turner Madge.
That's that team play we were looking for. Sione with the great play. Multiple guys to feed. Makes the choice. Samisi's going to trot over for the conversion.
Second try of the game for Turner Madge, who is headed to play at the University of San Diego. Here it is. The offload to him.
Yeah. That's the next evolution for the Spartans. When one guy has a great play, if he has buddies with him, it's just many, many more easy tries.
And another easy conversion attempt. It's Sione.
Samisi.
Samisi, okay. I should know someone. Sione's got the brace on. So Spartans 28 unanswered now, up 35-7 with 20 minutes to go here at Owen Owens Field for this rugby clash. Spartans and St. Ignatius Wildcats. Spartans next week have a tough one at Jesuit, who's ranked 8th in the country. Then you got the NorCal, you got the NorCal champs week after that. And then Spartans are going to be going up against Granite Bay on the 21st of March. Granite Bay is ranked 10th as a club.
Tough club from SAC. We played them for a state championship my first year with the Spartans. Won it on the final tick with a kick for conversion from the very sideline. Tough run by Samisi. Keaton feeds it back to Dane, clearing kick. And straight out, but he was behind our 22. So it should be their ball there. That's where it gets a little gray, because if the ball was out past the 22 and you feed it back to the kicker, that should not be an advancement. We must have been behind the 22 from the get.
Arnie Farling Deuce, making sure everybody's set.
While the score is safely in hand for the Spartans, I don't know all the ins and outs, but because of that loss to St. Francis, there's a point system where it's not just win-loss record. And we've scored 5 tries. That's, I think, one marker, but the point differential may also come in. So we really do want to beat them up and make sure we can make it into the NorCal finals.
Okay.
Micah's holding the whole maul by himself there. Ball comes out. Circle it back to the left side. Calvin with a big hit. Pasa has a poach attempt. Keaton diving over. Another opportunity wasted. Neeson, another clearing kick. Doesn't look like it's going out. Dane knocked it forward. So that was the play where he leapt, tapped it in. He needed to tap it backwards, or at least sideways. So it'll be scrum to SI right there.
You can't tap it for an advantage.
Yeah, you have to tap it backwards. They didn't have the greatest of kicks. We had an opportunity to make a rare play. Knocked it forward, so it's their ball. Scrum's right about the 20. Spartan defensive line there about the 10-11. Very steep back alignment from the SI Wildcats.
Again, this one was tied at 7 in the first half, and SI looked like they were about to go up maybe 12-7. As Shane DeBruner, who scored their first try, looked like he was going to get another on another takeaway, but he was tracked down by Turner Madge, who's got 2 of the 5 tries for the Spartans today.
Great senior day for him, well deserved.
He's headed to play at University of San Diego.
He'll join a few teammates there. Their starting 9 is Coach Holmberg's son, Tyler. And former captain Sasha Cox also plays there. Little sloppy scrum. Great defense there. Ainsworth with the pick. Support from the Spartans. Jimmy picks and goes. Breaks a few tackles. Van Glover coming on in support. Keaton gets the ball. Quick exchange from Luke to Sione. Afu out to Samisi, out to Madge, back to Afu. Our touch judge is 40 yards behind. He's trying to make a call, which is not what we want.
And no
try. That is just not good enough officiating. Somebody needs to be hustling there. Even Artie could have been there quicker.
Was that Samisi Afu who was?
Siu Misi.
Siu Misi.
There's an extra U in there. He's a freshman transfer. I was hoping he'd play for me. Quickly got stolen up to the varsity. He's a very good player.
Yes.
Said he has a little brother. Maybe I'll get to coach him. I have him in class, so he will be hearing from me about being too slow right there. So tough, lucky defensive break, and now they got a long way to go on offense. Spartans with a poach. Offsides maybe. Somebody playing off their feet. Neeson with the clearing kick.
Headed towards us.
Clearly out of bounds. Their line out at 30.
This is a 21-7 score at half. Spartans have added to it here in the second half, up 35-7. The JVs won today, 35-14 over St. Ignatius. The third full season in the modern era at St. Ignatius, which rugby started as a sport in 1893 and then faded around World War II, and glad to see it back at SI.
So again, this question of support, it looked like Spartans had quite a few hands. There was great passing. As Afu took off, I thought that Turner Madge could have supported him and kind of assumed he would score there. And Afu was a great player where he could have offloaded if there was somebody communicating, I'm here, join me. This could actually be a yellow card if you're intentionally knocking it forward, which looked a bit like Lincoln might have been doing. Looks like they'll just give a knock on and it'll be their scrum.
Well, I'm DJ Vieira, Pat O'Rourke with you. Our cameraman and director is Tim Banks. Pleased to have you with us on another De La Salle TV broadcast.
They must have had some injury that we didn't see there, or no. Maybe this guy just got in there, so they're trading out their flanker. Fresh legs on the edge of the scrum.
This, by the way, our second De La Salle Rugby broadcast of the year. We also did the Rio Americano match. Our third and final one will be when the Spartans play Marin on March 28th.
Calvin got a big hit on their 9-man. He's going to call that high tackle perhaps, and a yellow card.
So the official's going to give a yellow here.
Looks for Jimmy. I was just looking at the jersey. Yeah, it's Jimmy. Oh, no, sorry. Titus, Jonas Ebbing. I think his brother Titus. He's been a great addition, really physical player, but never played before about 5 weeks ago. So occasionally the form is a little off.
Definitely know Jonas Ebding well from football, as he was, I think the typical special teams player that Terry Edson desires for the Spartan football team, as he is willing to risk it all and willing to make any play at any way possible he can. Has that crazy in you got to have to play special teams.
Yeah, well, we'll now play man down for 10 minutes or so. Offensively, that shouldn't hurt us too much. The question is, can they find an overlap where their extra man can help when we're defending?
And again, you were saying every score counts, right? As far as to try to get in that.
It's possible we've gotten the maximum where it doesn't matter, but certainly more than we normally do. We want to score a lot and maximize the point differential. Luke, another breakaway. God, if only these jerseys would tear a little more easily, he'd have about 3 tries by now. And he still drives for about 20 yards. It's like he's pulling a sled.
Whoa. Some extracurriculars after the play.
Ben Glover drove one of their guys, and then their guy did a little hip thrust and landed heavy on Ben's shoulders and neck, it looked like. Good patient by Ben not to retaliate. And we're going to talk to the captains again. This is good refereeing. This is one of the reasons why they say rugby is a hooligan sport played by gentlemen. So it's rough and tough, but you want to shake hands after. So he's keeping that clear right now.
So meeting with the captains is over here. Again, not too much time left, as you see on your screen. The official time being kept by our official, Artie Farhundus.
So we're going with a scrum. And the Spartans pack is going to be down a man. They have to match that, but it looks like we're unsure of exactly where we want to put our hold. Do we want to get rid of our 8-man? And too much indecision. Artie's giving them a half penalty. They tap and go and then boot one. I think that was maybe a front row player that booted that. Dane can have a counter kick. Gets it out to Greg. Greg and Madge. Greg needs to go to ground. Madge and Calvin protect. Micah's ready. Ben and Luke protect. Already blew a whistle. I don't know if this is protected for injury or if there is actual penalty. I think he was just concerned there. So he's giving us a scrum.
Spartans in front 35-7, 28 unanswered for the Spartans after it was tied at 7 in the first half.
We'd love one good offensive punch here, one more try, get some more subs in here. Last 10 minutes has definitely been a little sloppy from both teams. Keaton gets it out to Samisi. Quick offload to Madge. Matt's got a one-on-one. Makes the man whiff. 23, Mason Kwan with a nice chase. Not enough. Turner Madge. Quite the day. Hat trick for the senior.
Yes. Third try of the day for Turner Madge.
Love that guy. He deserves it.
The guy, another tough guy from the football team. He scored a 2-point conversion this year with a broken leg. Broken leg, the only thing that can slow down the speed of Madge.
Samisi takes a drink before attempting his conversion. Beautiful.
So the Manoas continue to remain perfect on their conversions. The Spartans up 42-7, just over 5 minutes ago. That one came with a man down, right? Or were they?
Yeah, it did. Which I offensively, I knew that wouldn't be a problem for us. It would only be if they could exploit it when we were on defense. So we got Benson Porter back in. Cohen Stockett with his first appearance, playing 9. Jackson DiMolanta back in at wing. Jackson's had a couple football injuries that have hampered his last season and a half of rugby, so I'm really looking for him to return to form. And here's the shot. Looks like it went straight out. Angelo Collins back in for Ben Glover. Roderick's back in at lock.
Baseball came over here. So.
Could have been. I believe there's a JV game going on.
That's kind of scary.
Ugly knock on there by the Wildcats. Cohen will put it in for our pack.
Everyone in the stands a little terrified now after a baseball lands in
It was a loud sound. I wasn't sure until you said that. Looks like Dane is filling in at flanker with our man down situation. So all the other backs are spread to the right. Cohen feeds it to Samisi. Quick give to Meach. Meach a hard run. Breaks the tackle. Benson attempts the offload. Might have been a forward pass. Angelo knocks it on. Now ball's lost. They're playing advantage. So if I was them, I'd chip it, kick it. You got the scrum either way. It's at the ref's discretion how long this advantage lasts. Generally, it's until they gain it a significant amount or they lose the ball. But there is a time factor as well. Big, hard hits. Calvin McCall just annihilates their 8-man. And penalty. Hard to know what he was calling originally. Obstruction.
Spartans up 42-7. 3 of their 6 tries today scored by Turner Madge. Spartan program has finished no worse than number 3 in the national rankings in each of the last 5 years. That includes a number 1 overall ranking 4 years ago. And right now they're 14th in the country. 4-1 entering today.
If only we had a true national tournament, because a lot of that's based off of scouting and internet, and
yeah,
I wonder how many of these teams actually could have beaten us when we were ranked that high.
Yeah. And I understand it's tough to do rankings when you have Rio Americano, De La Salle, and St. Francis all beating each other, but Rio Americano, to give you an idea, is ranked 7th. The Spartans are 14th, and the Spartans beat them. But yeah, they're not a true national tournament.
Big gap here in the defensive line. That's Decker making a nice run.
Yeah, that only national tournament they have is one we got to pay to go to, and it's not really worth just who can afford to go there.
It's in Indianapolis, which is not a hotbed of rugby.
Yeah.
It's almost like the NCAA.
It's a big money grab.
Yeah,
not worth doing.
There's a lot of politics in rugby, I will say. SI's best chance since De Bruyne's long try. As the regulation time winds down, they've got a line out on the 10. Spartans don't contest. They get it out quick instead of their maul that has been successful.
Kieran Lund there.
Big chop down from Sione. Couple offloads out of the tackle. Keeping the ball alive. Reverse field. Spartan defense is strong. Found a gap. Dang it. Oh, catches him by his shorts and a knock on, and Angelo recovers.
De Bruyne thought he was going to get a second there.
Calling a penalty, offsides, I think.
Clock's at zeros. Of course, official time with our head official, Artie Farhendust.
Little chirp in there from Neeson and maybe Collins on our side.
Kicked out by Neeson.
I'm going to assume Artie has told them exactly how much time there is. They choose to kick for a line out. And Jonas in from the penalty from the sin bin. I'm going to guess that means we got a good 2 minutes left. It was somewhere around 14 when that card came out, 12 or 14. Successful line out, attempted maul. Ball comes off to the right, tackle made. Feed the backs, Big Farah has a run. Jonas right in on the first tackle as soon as he comes in. Back successfully tackle, McCall out there with the speedy guys. Cut back, Jonas misses the big boy. Another pot on the right, ball's knocked on. Sione has it. Another penalty. Offsides. Got to get back. Guys start creeping up, thinking like that inch matters instead of just the hard charge once it's legal and ready, and he's calling a try.
Who got that try for SI?
Hard to see. One of their front row players, I think. Wearing the scrum cap.
That was
replay of Madge's last one. Much more exciting try. I think it might have been number 18, Michael Casper. I couldn't see. It also, I wasn't quite sure he got over the line. They don't have a great angle here. And that's the game.
And that will do it. SI gets the conversion to close it out. Spartans win it by the final score of 42-14. Spartans go to 5-1 heading into their big matchup at Jesuit next week. Wasn't a strong start for the Spartans, but solid. I mean, it wasn't great all the way in the second half either, but a solid start to the second half at least for the Spartans. Anything?
Yeah, there was a lot of counter punching, a little bit of sloppiness. I mean, there was at least one clear try that for somehow we never got an explanation. So it easily could have been 49-14. But, decent, especially considering some of those sleepy senior days. I would say it's a success.
And they got Jesuit next week. Anything you think you guys going to need to be working on this week from preparation for Jesuit?
Jesuit's a smart team, so we're going to need to be careful with the ball. They did beat St. Francis, who beat us. I believe St. Francis had some players missing, so hard to know exactly there. But they're historical power, and we have a good 5-year run on them, so we got to defend that record.
All right, the Spartans go to 5-1, and they defeat St. Ignatius. Good action today here at Owen Owens Field. Best of luck to St. Ignatius the rest of the year. Spartans next week are at Jesuit. That should be a good one. And again, good luck to the Spartan soccer team tonight. They're in the NCS Open Division semifinals at Clayton Valley. Thanks to our cameraman and director, Tim Banks. For DJ Vieira, I'm Pat O'Rourke signing off. Spartans win it over St. Ignatius today by the final of 42-14. You've been watching Spartans Rugby. This is De La Salle TV.